Oh, today I'm going to show you how to make this truly fabulous spring potato salad with all the goodness, easy to make, delicious. You make my Caesar dressing ahead and then it makes the whole thing easier. Let's go. So I want to show you how to make a homemade mayo. It's really taking the egg and the light olive oil, really blending it, and you want it to emulsify that. It's so important. And then we're going to add all of these other parts, and you've got a choice. You can add some Parmesan at the end, even to kind of thicken it up, or if you want to go dairy-free, it's absolutely delicious just as it is, and it's kind of then a whole 30 Caesar dressing. So that's what you have. It's nice and mayo-y, and now we're going to add all of the other ingredients, and I'll add this at the end. I'll show you when I'm done. Now, I know you can buy Parm grated, and what I want to say to you is, if you've got little kids at home and maybe it's just not possible, but buying your cheese like this and grating it, by the way, you can do this in the Cuisinart and it's faster, is just, it's so much better. And, you know, real food and all of these things, they really matter for really spectacular taste. So if it's something you can do, please do, and if it's something you can't do, I understand. Let's see what you think. It's garlicky goodness. It's so good. It's delicious. And I just put a quarter cup of Parm. You could do a half and it might be even better. So what we're gonna do is cut these. Now you can, I like having Yukon Gold better than a red potato, I just think, or a fingerling. And I'm gonna do them in half because I think they're just gonna look a little more beautiful. The recipe tester felt we should slice it in more pieces, but I think it's kind of all a personal preference. Olive oil and a bit of my favorite sea salt, Celtic. And I love the fine ground. Different ones you use for different things, but for everyday cooking, this is perfect. So it's spring. Let's really celebrate these lovely spring vegetables. You could use these, you could use others. When you can find French green beans, please use them. And when you can get these beautiful, very thin asparagus, they're kind of lovely. So what we're gonna do is blanch this all together at different timings and then drain it and put it in an ice bath so we can keep it nice and green and crispy. So when you're blanching vegetables, and in the spring you absolutely wanna do that, having this pristine salt with this vital mineral blend, the Celtic fine ground, so essential, and it's gonna make everything better. So sometimes what I do is I do them all separate, and that's actually a lot more work. So instead, this is 3 minutes, let's get this in. Then what we're gonna do is add the peas and the asparagus, and that takes like 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna right away drain it and get it into cold water. So at 2 minutes, I decided it was done, and I put in these other two, 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna run like heck over to the sink, and I'll show you what happens. Just emptied these into here, and I'm gonna put it immediately in this very cold water. It's like, it's not necessary to do it this way, but if you have these things, it's lovely. And then once you know they're cooled down, let's get them out, and we'll put them on a dish towel or paper towel and just get them a little bit dried out. They don't need to be crazy. Whenever you can use a tea towel, I like to. And what I wanna do is just, you don't have to make these like crazy, crazy dry, but we want them not to be wet. So we'll just very lightly dry them, and we've got everything ready to go now. I'm gonna cut the marinated onions and some chives, and this is gonna be such a delicious lunch. To me, my well-marinated onions, they make everything a little better. Now, you know I like to put them just like whole, but in this case, chopped up is better. Now, you can, this is optional, but I think a bit of bacon, well, it's fabulous in everything. Now you get everything together. We've got the beautiful potatoes, bacon, marinated onions, the chives, of course my Celtic sea salt, beautiful blanched vegetables, and my homemade Caesar dressing. These are still warm, and I'm just gonna right away get this beautiful dressing and toss it before I add everything else. Oh, bet you wonder what we're doing. Well, we're adding the vegetables. Doesn't that look lovely? Now, we were just saying, if you're gonna be eating a little bit later, you can wait and do this right before because you want it to be so green and lovely. Now we're gonna toss it, add the bacon, and see how much more dressing we need. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so amazing, those marinated onions. And because they have a bit of oil in before we decide how much more dressing we need, let's really get that tossed. But this is looking so pretty, so springy. Can't wait for you to make this. And because I'm a lily gilder, and that means like a lily is so beautiful, and if you have to gild it in gold, do you really need to? But yeah, I'm that girl, just wanna say it. And let's toss, and maybe a bit more dressing. Oh, And let's put some nice fresh black pepper on it. Finished product. Oh, we can't wait to dig in. We are sitting here, our mouths are watering. I'm gonna add a little more bacon on top, and this is spectacular. So I'm gonna get all of the flavors in there. It's absolutely delicious. Can't wait for you to try it.